I promise, this is one of the creepiest cases out there. This case contains stabbing multiple times for hours, cannibalism, and just so much blood. This is not for everyone. Hey everyone, I'm here with a new case. A very creepy case. So this is July 13th, 2008. A very normal day and a very normal bus is going from Edmonton to Winnipeg, Canada. And everything looks normal and very relaxed. Two men get seated next to each other. Look at this picture. This picture is from that day, July 13th, 2008, and shows those two men. This one, Tim McLean, was born on October 3rd, 1985 in Victoria, British Columbia, and died that day at the age of 22. He had been working as a carny, specifically a carnival worker. And this one here, next to him, is Vincent Vaiguang Lee, who was born in Dandong, China on April 13th, 1968, and was working as a manual worker. As you can see, they were seated just next to each other. Basically, everything was quite fine. Our Tim McLean had headphones on his ears and was listening to music, and Vincent Lee looked quite okay. But a while later, everything changed. Now Vincent Lee has a big knife in his hands and he immediately stabbed Tim McLean in his throat and in his chest. He stabbed and stabbed. Consider him stabbing all along this case. He ripped his body, got all his body parts out of the body, and just in this while, the driver and the passengers got out, and the driver locked the doors of the bus. So there were just Vincent and Tim alone in the bus. Of course, our poor Tim was dead just a few seconds later, but he didn't stop stabbing him. Then he cut it off his head. He brought up the head, grabbing his hair, and he showed that head to passengers standing out of the bus. Of course, passengers were crying, shouting, and vomiting. Then he cut it off his eyes and he ate them. Then his heart, he also ate that and grabbed some of those freezing plastic bags and put them in, separated his body parts in different bags. Maybe he wanted to freeze him for his further usage. Time passed and Vincent was just separating his meal in different bags, calmly. Then the police arrived, but they didn't force Vincent to get out of the bus, but they just waited and talked to him. And of course, he didn't get out himself. Vincent Lee and Tim McLean's slaughtered body were in that bus for 4 hours. And then Vincent wanted to run away. He broke the window of the bus and he jumped out of the window. But he was shot twice by the taser and handcuffed. And our killer was erased from the scene. And here comes the trial. His trial took place on March 3rd, 2009, with pleading not criminally responsible on account of mental disorder. The psychiatrist said that Lee performed the attack because he was hearing voices he believed were from God, telling him to destroy the demon sitting beside him, or he would be killed himself. The presiding judge, John Scarfield, accepted the diagnosis and ruled that Lee was not criminally responsible for the killing. And then he remanded to a mental health center. And after 6 years, on 2015, he released. And now he's just an ordinary citizen of the Canada. Of course, there were so many complaints and people going against these rules. Why Vincent released? It's been 7 years since he released and is living in our society as a human being, as a normal person. But police made its own decisions. And yeah, here we come at the end of the case, just like any other case. This case, when I first read it, that cannibalism part was just so mind-blowing that I told myself, this is the case. I'm making the video. So yeah, here we are at the end of the video. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, support my work, and if you have anything to say, comment it down. Thank you again for supporting me. Till the next video, stay curious.